right, today's Friday, 23rd. So we got new home sales coming out at 10. Should be interesting to see. Let's take a look at what we got going on. This is the daily. So opening range gap will be from here to here, and that means we could very well run up. Oof. But if we do close below this inversed fair value gap, if we inverse this fair value gap here, then that could cause us to come down here to this new week opening gap. Dixie still consolidating. Dixie, Dixie, Dixie. Dow, very heavy. Um, Might be the six sister if we get a reversal because you're coming to OT, so might be a six sister. We'll see. 4 hour. Oh, excuse me. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Mm, keep that there. But as we can see, we went down to OT of that weekly range. Although I'm not sure if we should measure from this low here to this high here, or from this, something like that. I'm confused. I don't know. What would ICT do? I think we'll do something like that. Go to the daily, you know. But this would be on the weekly, so it's like looking at the weekly range. That's valid. But if we go to the daily, it's something like this, which comes down to a new week opening gap. So I like it the way it is. I'm not gonna, change anything. I'll just keep it the way it is. Looking at the weekly range, the previous week's range. Looking at OT on the previous range. All right. So there's that. Get rid of that. Um, this is a huge drop. This occurred at 6 a.m. Well, in the 6 a.m. hour, 4 hour candle. We do have a drawn liquidity here, and this is from Monday's previous Monday. It's a 10 a.m. candle. And I gotta get my potion ready. I gotta get my potion ready for the day. Health first. Health is wealth. Gotta get my potion ready. Get my potion ready. I'm glad I got up this morning. I wasn't trying to get up this morning. I had to get up. Had my dreams, got my information. Body's like, all right, man, let's go ahead and get up. Bye. Key question to ask is like, where are we coming from? We have some relative highs up here. She says like stage one, stage two, or rather, this would be stage two, and this would be our distribution to the downside. So this is more than likely going to be a bear shorter block. So we go ahead and measure that one, anticipating move. And that takes us down to 2.5. 4 is down here below of this fair value gap here. Very, very, very low. So I want to mark that out. See as a 4 hour. This here is 2.5, almost drawn liquidity near the optical trade entry. And this is a move up already over 100 points. Some good work there. Let's go back out to daily. I want to see something. Yeah, so looking at the daily at this bearish order block here on the daily, to be 1.4, 1.5. So kind of stuck within that range here. Um, but this new week opening gap, we could get there maybe in the afternoon session. Right, so something to look out for. All right, hourly, same you dig. Oh, we just hit 4 standard deviation on that, so a move up higher would be permissible from where we are right now. You know, if we do close above this in the next 30 minutes, become a bullish order block, and we could run up here at that 1 standard deviation. In addition to that, we do have optical trade entry of this 4 hour. It's not the 4 hour range, but of this range here. Ay, ay, ay. Come on, man. So OTU would be here. So just anticipating it, we'll just mark this out here. Mm, change this to 1 hour OTE. And then we have our equilibrium here. These two match up pretty nicely. So the 1 hour in the weekly range OTE, or I'm sorry, constant encroachment, line up nicely. And in between the two is a Monday 13th first. This is a Tuesday first presented fair value gap. Monday's first presented fair value gap was around this area right here. So that was on the 12th. So we take a look at that really quickly. Market's opening up in a couple of minutes. Here we are. So we would want to look at this one here after 1 or 9:31 box. Speed Monday. Presented fair value gap. Moving to the right. Go back out to the hourly. And that's where we currently are right now. So, which lines up with a quarter of this range here. We could just run on boom and then keep on going lower. Lower, 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 lower. Here's our 15. See that close. All right, market's open. We're probably gonna blow right through that. Right. Look at that lines up with. So that looks decent. Let me log into this trading platform. All right, so market's officially open. Let's lose our shit. Let's start pressing buttons. You know, let's do all that type of things. So this is yes accumulation. This is a very beautiful move, which price could very well come down to over 500 points. We do have this 15-minute, right? Came down to 1.5 right there. So we need like inverse fair value gap to send us to get us into a position to go lower. We have this bearish order block here on the 5, so that might be broken up or broken through, move up higher. That can happen. I don't see any. We are at Monday's first presented fair value gap. We are at the bullish fair value gap. I mean bullish OT on the week. We can take a look at this here. I gotta run. So where could we go to? We could go up here, up here. I don't have any dogs in this fight right now. Though I should because we just came right down to OT, but I don't have a good feel for the market right now. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Anyways, I'll be back. There it goes. Broke through that. We're looking at the 15, and it's like it's in a rush to come up to here. So this might be a tape read. Might get a 5 candle run on the 5. Got a breakaway gap on the 5. Ah, shit. Take your time. See where we trying to go to. This could be a big wick on the daily. If that's the case, then wow. So 9 more minutes for this 15-minute candle to inverse this 15-minute. fair value gap over here. I'm gonna take this off. First percent of fair value gap for today is like, it's not really one, but for right here. Here it is right here. Here it is right there. Let's get this label. Yeah, so, oh yeah. Could this be accumulation, manipulation, distribution down here? What the fuck is this? Oh yeah. I don't see any fair value gaps for us to inverse. There's one down there. It's pretty low though. I do believe this is just a retracement. We're probably gonna continue moving up higher. So if I were to get in on this, it's like a demo trade. Uh, anyways, this would be it for me. I get in right here, and then very tight stop loss will be here, and yeah, right there. So a almost a 31 risk to reward ratio. Anticipating this will be a bearish short block or bullish short block, but let's see. That would work. Oh shit. Boom, stopped out. I've been stopped out. Again, 5 minutes left for this to be inversed on the 15. And in fact, so that lines up there. So forward takes us to equilibrium. And we have this breakaway gap on the 15. It takes us up here. You know, we took out this high here on the 15. So this is almost like relative equal highs right here. We're in a new 5. Probably come down to this first presented fair value gap, which is a fair value. Oh yeah. And then move up higher. It's a possibility. One can see that stage 1, stage 2, run up again, get our stage 3 or whatever, then move down lower. What I'm looking at is this here, this 15-minute possible inverse fair value gap. So Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. This will be a 15-minute. Oh shit. Oh man. Yeah. So basically, this first presented fair value gap will have to hold in order for this to become an inverse fair value gap on the 15. So this is good here. If this continue moves up higher, then this is going to be a bust, and I'll miss. I'll miss this bust. Coming out to this first presented fair value gap is a look at this bearish for the block here on the one. Right, that's something that is possible. And then move up higher, which this thing here more than likely become a bullish shorter block. So if we anticipate that, we can definitely take the high of it and just, you know, see where this low would be. It could be down here. It could be currently out right here, and seeing where that takes us over here. What that lines up with. Well, I don't want to do that. Right, so let's see if this holds. For this to become a bearish, a bull shorter block. This is the first presented fair value gap. Again, this is a valid entry for a trade. Stop loss would be 25 points. Eesh. Yeah, let's pretend it's like right here. And let's try to come up to, this would be a first valid target, 6 8 points. That's cool. It's like a, but again, this is anticipating, right? So that's not gonna work. Let me take that off, and then you can look at it like this. That takes us to these lows down here. So let's see. Maybe this will be coming inverse on the 5. If this holds, first presented fair value gap, that holds, then there's that. We have 42 seconds left in on this 15. Again, this will even be a better buy 23 points. And moving up to equilibrium. Real tight stop loss, 20 points. So 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio, not bad. We got to get through this bearish order block though on the 1. And we're tapping into this fair value gap here on the 5. All right, let's see. We didn't close above this high, but we did above the body. So let's see what we get here. Maybe some accumulation in this first presented fair value gap. This is 14. This would be almost 10 points right here. I am actually interested in taking this, given that tapped into this fair value gap here. But ICT says if we tap into fair value gap, we shouldn't return. We should just continue moving up higher. So you can see this as a bearish short block. And we did inverse this here on the 15, right? We closed above it. So technically is an inverse fair value gap. Come down here. I think we might. So for this to work, We need, it's a bear short block right here, so I'll wait for price to come out to this bear short block here, and I'll enter in, because right now this is 15, almost 20 points off. See, this is almost 20 points, so we could retrace back up there like we did up here. All right, so if we get in here, stop loss up here, whew, it's 30 points. Pretty expensive for me. Let's see if we can get this inverse coming out of this 5. All right, here we go. Now we're coming up. Let's see if we come up. Run up in here. And I'll be interested. So it might not come up there. All right, let's see what we get with this. 30 seconds left. See how high we can go into this bear short block right here. We hit it. Damn. This is a 15-second. Same thing could be applied on the 15-second. Right. Moving up, moving up, moving up, moving up, moving up, moving up. So I want to short this. It's like I'm gonna have an opportunity to. Yeah, probably would have been stopped out. Because again, we did inverse this here on the 15, right? So, all right, there I go. Now this is reversed. Boom, right up to OT. So it's fine. I gotta determine what my stop loss will be. No more than 25 points. Take profit will be down here. Let's see here. Although I kind of want to go to the high of this bearish for the block. So I'm kind of pushing it, but let's see. This is 15. What the fuck is that? We do have home sales coming out at 10 o'clock. I feel like I've been looking at this for longer than 10 o'clock. Or I feel like we should have been already at 10 o'clock by now. Feels longer than that. So I like this one down here, how that lines up with this low here. Let's get rid of that. But again, this might be accumulation. And this is the first presented fair value gap right here. As we can see here, bodies are respecting it. So I would just close below that. So this should act as a bearish shorter block. Um, it should act as a bearish shorter block. In the event that it doesn't, then we get out. That takes us down there. 13 seconds left. See if we can inverse that. Maybe one more time into this first presented fair value gap, as ICT would say. But given that we traded through it, we shouldn't go more than higher than constant encroachment of it, according to ICT. So this middle mark here, we shouldn't go back into it or higher above it. Let's see. So here on the five, my stop loss is above this previous five's high and this previous five's high. And then we have this wick here, this body, and this wick up here. So it's just can be treated as a balanced price range. Let's see if that's going to be the case. All right, so we're probably going to be accumulating here till this 10 o'clock news shopper comes out. All right, we got about 20 seconds left. 4 hour. It's looking like that. So our stop loss might get hit. If it doesn't, I see it. That's how it is. All right, so and there we go. 10 o'clock. And there goes our take profit. That's unfortunate. I actually want to go back in on this. Try this again. Let's see if we can correct that drawdown. That's the thing about these wicks. You know, see where the body is. So we have another wick coming up. Showing them what's up just a little bit higher. If we close above this, then I'm getting out. So yes, we are in a macro session. 950, 10 macro. Damn. All right, so we're going higher. See if we correct that drawdown. First target. There's that there. This is a bull shutter block right here. Close above OT, so it's a bearish indication to go higher. This was inverse here on the 15. So there's that. Failed inverses here on the 5. First presented fair value gap here. Cost precaution is holding. So let's see what we can get with this. By 4. Once we come out to this ranch here. So kind of like a breakaway gap right here on the 5. Oof, be careful with this here. It's a fair value gap. We can very well go in there. Continue moving up higher. So I want to just close it above, then we can stay in with confidence. Last minute of the 5. Here's our 15-minute here, right there. And we had this breakaway gap on the 15. Oh, he's up there, so let me get this off the screen. So it's like my first take profit. Take some off, pay some bills. That's if it wants to work out that way. All right, so we're coming into a new 5. So we're at the end of that macro session. All right, so we did the right thing there. We took two off, so that would pay for the drawdown that we experienced earlier. And I will want to, this will my stop loss. Again, this is what we're trying to improve upon, but I, I think I'm a bit over my skis. I should not have been in on this trade again. So, um, this is going to continue to move up, run up higher. But full disclosure, I should not have been in on four contracts. So it's kind of my way of I don't want to say disciplining myself, but I had full faith that we would move up higher. So looking at my profit on the day, that was about a 50-point move. So we corrected that drawdown, and then we got an average of like 40 points. So had I took everything out where it was at, I'd been straight. But I don't know. I think that's gonna be it for me for this AM session. We're in a place where we can inverse this here and then continue going lower. That would be a valid trade idea. And we did hit one standard deviation of this 5 minute bullish order block, which is another reason why I wanted to take that initial profit right there. But I think overall a good day. We got nicked. First time we took that short attempt, which got me back in on the trade. Um, and then we we what should we call it? Decided to reverse it and to correct that drawdown, which we were able to do successfully. Had we done it with two contracts instead of adding those extra four, we would have been break even on the day. But hey, at least we're moving away with some dollars, so it matters. But I am confident that we will continue to move higher in the AM session. But given when I'm attempting to practice is the art of walking away, I'm gonna log out of my AMP account. As you can see, I'm not logged in. This is what I use AMP, so not logged in. So staying true to form, and yeah, let that be that. So this thing is gonna continue to move up higher. I got some work to do, i.e., I got to correct some video editing or do some video editing. But all good for me for the day. Got a five here. Media rebalance right here into this fair value gap. OT, boom, run up higher. It's a possibility. This is stage one, maybe stage two here. Just have to be a swing low, which would be kind of down here. Wait, yesterday was, yeah, day 37 was yesterday. Yeah, this is my bootleg way of creating thumbnails. I don't care. This shit is for my personal journey, for my journal. Doesn't need to be all fancy. Don't need attention. All right, so I got some other shit to do. I'm about to walk away. Anyways, peace.